Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the Shores of Tripoli. This is take 3. Not that you need to know it's take 3, but just know that I lost my first game, but I played the rules wrong slightly, and I lost my second game, but I forgot, or won my second game, but the Automa should have played a card and it didn't, so therefore that loss is void, or that victory is void. Yeah, we're going to be doing a playthrough of this one, so let me go and get our background music started before we go, because you know my background music here. And I do live stream here on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CulBlu. Mostly mention that because we have someone in chat here. Time Roller, hello, welcome. Time Roller says, yes, the Shores of Tripoli, correct, but Shores of Chipotle is what I like to say every once in a while. Yes, the Shores of Chipotle. And Chipotle was was a dangerous area of history. The Shores of Chipotle were a dangerous area of history. That's true. That's true. Could you imagine being on a ship for so long with like Chipotle just bouncing around in your stomach? Oh man, good luck. Good luck. I hope you found the porta-john as soon as you could, or I don't know, the poop deck, whatever they called it, as soon as you could. All right, so going back from the jokes there, going back into the game. Yes, this is a game where essentially it's 1v1. It is a very interesting little system. I'm playing as a US because when you play solo, you have to play as a US, but my goal is to essentially win the game with my win conditions, and my Automa buddies' goals is to win the game with their win conditions. So for the win conditions for the US, I need to either have peace or I need to take over Tripoli. So the way, sorry, that's why it's called the poopy deck. Yes, exactly. So Tripoli is the area. I need to do a final attack here. I can't do that attack until 1805 or later, so I have a little ways to get there. And for my other win condition, I need to have these locations at peace. I need to have captured Dern, and I need to also have no enemy frigates in Tripoli, which that is going to be a task and a half, let me tell you. So those are my win conditions. Those are things I need to do. As far as the Tripolian player, what they need to do is they need to take these 12 coins here. These are 12 coins that are held by the US player. But they need to claim 12 coins. Once they get their 12th coin, they win the game immediately. Alternatively, they can win the game by winning the final battle at Tripoli. And then once they do, then they win the game. So I got my work cut out for me. Got a lot to do. A few things to note. I will go over the kind of like the flow of the game, and I will also explain some of the mistakes that I made. Let me explain the mistakes I made first. Actually, let me explain the flow of the game. The flow of the game is on your turn, on each round, each year, both players will have a hand of cards. Since I'm playing solo, only I have a hand of cards, the bot doesn't. But both players will have a hand of cards, and they'll draw 6 cards, and then they'll make sure that they are not over their hand limit of 8 cards. They'll discard down if they're over 8 cards. And then afterwards, on the turns, the US will go first, and then the Tripolian player will go, and then we'll just alternate back and forth until both have had 4 actions. And then after that's done, the year will go up to the next year, and then we'll start it all over again. So the primary thing is that on my turn as the US player, I will play a card either from my hand for the text that's printed on it, assuming that it can be played at that time, or I'll discard it face down. And I'm doing the face down rules instead of face up rules, face up discard. So face down, discard, face up if you're discarding a card for the action, face down if you're discarding it for the default action. But I can do a default action by discarding the card face down, and that default action for the US player is to move 2 of my frigates to any of the shores, or to build a gunboat. Or to build a gunboat, which I have 3 of that I can possibly build. As you can see, I clearly built all 3 of my gunboats last time in my incorrect victory there. Here we have in the chat says I see now why you had issues with calling this a chits in map game. Yes, chits on a map game, exactly. Which actually gets into a thing. I'll talk about that after I finish this part. But good point there. The other thing that I can do is I can discard the card for face up for the effect. Some cards will go out of the game when I do that, but that's the thing I can do. And the other part is that I can choose to play one of these cards that are my core cards in front of me. This is my play area. This is the Automa's play area. And these cards are one and done as well. These cards are pretty powerful, pretty strong, but some of them can only trigger at certain times. For instance, I can only build Hemet's army in the spring of 1804 going forward or later. So essentially I can't play this card until here. And then for the Automa, for instance, they cannot play Constantinople Sends Aid until I take over Dern. Once I take over Dern, then they can play this card. And that is essentially the flow of the game. You go back and forth with the U.S. playing a turn, then the Tripolian person playing a turn, then we move over to next season, and then I play a turn, they play a turn, next season, I play a turn, they play a turn, next season, I play a turn, they play a turn, and then next year. And then on the years, if there are any ships here, these ships will go straight to the Gibraltar area, and they can be utilized like normal. Additionally, the Tripolian player, they have their port, their harbor here in Tripoli. I can't send things into that area until I have a specific card that I play. But otherwise, the US player can send their boats anywhere else. So I can send my boats to the patrol zones here, which are these light blue or these lighter blue areas. And then I can also send them into the harbors of these locations. And of these locations, I guess the rulebook specifies that I could technically send boats here early, but I have to win that fight. Otherwise, I'll just lose the game. So I have to be very careful about that. But the main thing to note is that when I do send boats, I can send them to any location. I can teleport them to any location. And then also, if I have things in Malta, which Malta is kind of my default after I attack, they go back there for repairs and fixing up. When I send things from Malta, I cannot send these from Malta to a friendly harbor. I must send them to another location. So I have to keep that in mind. Now going back to what Time Roller says here in the chat, in Twitch chat, it says, I see now why you had issues with calling this a chits on a map game. Yes. So I did a video previously where I talked about like games that are like kind of chits and bits game. This game is in the category of chits. It's like war-like adjacent, but there's no chits and bits. There's like wooden pieces and dice. It's not really a chits and bits game, but it also is basically a chits and bits game. It's really weird. You could easily replace these wooden pieces with like little cardboard tokens and call it a chits and bits game, to be honest. But I kind of like the wooden bits better. It looks nice, it looks pretty, it looks very simple and straightforward. Feels like I'm playing with Lincoln Logs. I say that lovingly. But going on into the game though, that's kind of the overview of the rules and stuff. Continuing on with the things that I made mistakes of, just to kind of talk about that. First and foremost, I kept forgetting to move the round marker. It's very hard to remember that after my turn, because I have to do my turn and then figure out what the Automa is doing, and then my turns again. So I have to remember to move this after both of us have gone once. The second thing is that I forgot to play the Constantinople Sin's Aid, because I took over Dern, and I was like, man, this game's so easy, I'm about to win. And then I won, but I should have triggered this, which took one of my win conditions and made it a little bit harder. Anyway. Okay, so those are the things I got wrong. I will do those things correctly and make sure that I'm not hecking up the rules here. So let me shuffle our decks. Yeah, that card's face up. I don't know why that card's face up. And we have all the Automa cards. Oh, I do need to give a tour of the Automa setup, so let me do that as well. So as far as the Automa's area, this is the Automa's area, this is their cards. The way we have this laid out is that we have events here, and then we have kind of their default actions, and then we have battle cards. So battle cards are one and done. When certain things happen, you can play a battle card, and it'll let you get some extra benefits, some extra effect at the expense of playing an extra card. For the Automa, they'll just have all their battle cards laid out like so. And these cards can be laid out in a different order to kind of show like a conveyor belt that they'll play them in, but I'm just going to put it the way the rulebook suggested for your first game, even though it's not my first game, because it's just easier to do it that way. The second thing is that the Automa on their turn, they will try to do this card. If they can't, they'll try to do this card. If they can't, they'll try to do this card. If they can't, then they'll try to do this card. If they can't, then they'll draw a card from their deck of cards. And based on some logic that's printed on the back of the rulebook, which I appreciate greatly, they'll do certain things depending on what card they draw. And sometimes that'll be to do a raid or build. Sometimes that'll be to play the card itself and do some special stuff. But it just depends on what's happening. And then again, they have these battle cards down here that will trigger at certain points, and we'll try to keep an eye out for those and trigger those at the appropriate time. So that's what we're looking at over there for the Automa. All right, otherwise, game's pretty straightforward. As far as initial setup, this is the initial setup you use for a multiplayer game, except for a normal multiplayer game, you have 4 Corsairs and not 5. For the Automa, we have a 5th Corsair placed out here. And then for frigates here for the US, we have our 3 there, we have our 3 over here, we have our 2 in supply, all that fun stuff. We have everything set where we need to have it set. Okay, cool. So now that we're done, we're going to start our playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are my starting cards. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so we can take a peek at these together. So looking at these cards, you can see that there's a number of cards with a lot of text. One thing about this game, there's just a lot of text in the cards. I'll talk about that in my review, but there's just a lot of text. Thankfully, it's always the same cards. But for this card here, this one's General Eaton attacks Benghazi. So it allows me to move Harman's army from Dern to Benghazi. and then move up to 3 American frigates to the harbor of Benghazi, and then resolve a battle for Benghazi. And that's going to happen whenever I have Harman's army formed, which I can't really form until 1804 anyway, because of how the card play works out in this game. And notice that when I play this card goes out of the game. It's removed from the game. Next is a naval movement, allows me to move 4 of my frigates, and then I can resolve any battles. I'll explain the battles as we get to them. Assault on Tripoli, this is one of my victory conditions, victory or death. So playable in the fall of 1804, so I have to make it to 1805 or later, and then I can finally play this card. But this allows me to attack Tripoli and kind of deal with the big in-game battle. Another naval movement card, the daring Stephen Decantor, how you're supposed to pronounce that. It's probably French, so it probably has some letters that are not supposed to be pronounced. Playable if either Burn the Philadelphia or Launch the Intrepid is an active event card. This turn, roll 2 dice instead of 1, and then choose the preferred result. Anytime you have Texas in italices, that means that there's another card it's referring to. I don't have, Decantor, or Decatur. Oh, Decatur. Oh, yeah. I've seen that before. Okay. See, when I hear it, I know it. I just haven't seen it written. Decatur. Thank you, Time Roller. Decatur. Stephen Decatur. That's a cool name. I like that one. Decantor sounds cool too. All right. Sorry. Going back here. Anytime there's a text inside of italices, that means that there's another card it's referring to. So keep an eye out for those. And then this one is Hamet recruits Bedouinis. Yeah, we're gonna stick with that. Bedouinis, playable if Hamet's army has been created. Place 2 additional Arab infantry with Hamet's army. And that's what that does. So these are my cards here. So I'm starting with these 6 cards. And, that's the wrong button. Nope, zoom out. There we go. Bedouins? That's silly. That's a silly way to pronounce that. Yes, so Time Roller with the proper pronunciation, Bedouins. Bedouins, I see it. I see Bedouins. Yep, I see it. I like Bedouinis better, that sounds fun. Okay, anyway, moving on into the game though, we are going to start our gameplay, and I need to decide what my first card is going to be. So, I can discard a card to move 2 of my boats, or I can discard a card to build a gunboat. Those are my default actions. So for the Tripolian player, they can discard a card to do a raid, or they can discard a card to build a boat in Tripoli. So for me, I have my choices and they have their choices. For the Automa, they're going to play a little bit differently, of course, because they're Automa. I'll explain how that goes once we get to their turn. But for right now, I think the Assault on Tripoli card, I definitely don't need this in my hand for this long. So I'm going to go ahead and discard this card. And I am just going to move 2 of my boats. Boop. And boop. We're going to put them there. Oh man, I don't have Nightbot active to do that. That's sad. Oh, is Nightbot even here? Hold on. No, Nightbot's here. Huh, I guess I don't have that one active. Man, that sucks. All right. Sorry, Time Roller. Nightbot's there. He's just not configured to do basic stuff. Why is he even here? All right, sorry. So that's my first move. I moved my 2 boats into those areas. I moved it here for a reason, and I moved it here for a reason, but we're going to go ahead and just go with it. Now we're going to go over to the Automa. We're going to flip our camera over, and we're going to look at our cards. So first, the Automa is going to try to do Murad Res Breaks Out, Murad Res Breaks Out. And this one says, move 2 Tripolian Corsairs from the harbor of Gibraltar to the harbor of Tripoli. Any American frigates in the naval patrol zone of Gibraltar may first make an interception roll. Now, as far as that goes, we are going to follow the logic on the back of this rule book, because this is going to tell us what the Automa is going to do. So what the Automa is going to do instead, for that card specifically, they're only going to play this if there are no American frigates in the naval patrol zone of Gibraltar, or if it's winter of 1801. So in this case, I put my frigate there knowing that the Automa is not going to play that card yet, because I want them to just delay that and play it later. So I can maybe plan around that, kind of manipulating the bot here. But they're going to not play that card. Instead, they're going to try to play the next one, which is Constantinople Sends Aid. They cannot play that one yet because they need to have us captured Dern. And then next is Yusuf. Yusuf is pirate raid. Sorry, Yusuf Kalamanli. There we go. they are going to do a pirate raid with Corsairs from the harbor of Tripoli and the Corsairs from harbors of each active ally. So an ally is considered active for them if they have boats there, if they have orange boats there, orange Corsairs there. In this case, they don't, so they're not active. And then we are going to do that. So this will only trigger if, according to our activation sheet, for the years 1801 through 1804, so between here and here, they will only do that if they have 2 of their allies active. And then from 1805 to 1806, they will only do that if they have 1 ally active, at least 1. So in this case, they're not going to do this either. So now we're going to go to our 5 Corsair check. They have 5 Corsairs. Therefore, if there are 5 or more Corsairs in the harbor of Tripoli, Tripoli performs a pirate raid. Do not discard this card. So they're going to do a pirate raid. So they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, whenever they do a pirate raid, what's going to happen is that these boats are going to move out into the patrol zone, and I'm going to get a chance to take a shot at them. So every frigate that I have here is going to give me 2 dice. Whoops. So 1 frigate's 2 dice. A gunboat for me is just 1 die, but gunboats are not allowed to be in the patrol zone. Gunboats are only for when I attack the locations. So I'm rolling 2 of these die, and 6s kill. So 6s will kill, so I get to kill 1 of those. And that's it. Now what's going to happen is the rest of these boats are going to make it out to the water, and these guys are going to be doing some pirate raid. There's commerce and trade happening out here in the open waters, so they're going to go ahead and try to piracy. They're going to go ahead and try to like steal the stuff. They're the Barbary pirates. So they're going to roll 1 die per Corsair that made it, and they're going to roll, and 5s and 6s, they claim a gold. So they claim 1 gold here. And remember, they will win the game if they get 12 of those. Now, when the boats are returning, they do not have to face bombardment again or interception again. They only get intercepted once, and they come back home, and that's it. Now, from this point going forward, I'm not going to move them out every single time. I'm just going to just say, hey, there's this many boats left. They can do it. They'll raid and blah, and we'll do a bombardment. So that's it. Now that we're done with that, we're going to move over to the next round, next season, and I'm going to choose one of my cards to play. This is tough. All right, so I'm going to discard Harman's Army recruits Bedouins, and we are going to build a gunboat. All right, so we're done. Now we're over to the Automa. The Automa is going to try to do 5 Corsair check. They have 4 Corsairs, so they can't. So now they're going to draw a card. When they draw a card, we're going to check to see what happens. This one says Tripoli attacks. So for this one, Tripoli attacks, it says, if there's exactly 1 American frigate in the naval patrol zone of Tripoli, and there's at least 5 dice worth of Tripolian ships, play immediately. Otherwise, discard and perform a raid or build. So there's 1 frigate, but there's not 5 dice worth of ships. Remember, they need there's 1 die per one of these Corsairs, and 2 if they get a frigate, which they can possibly get. So in this case, they do not do this. They're going to discard this instead, and then do a raid or build. So for raid or build, if a harbor of Algiers, Tangier, Tunis, or Tripoli has at least 3 Corsairs, yes, here, and more Corsairs than American and Swedish frigates in the corresponding naval patrol zone, yes, raid from that harbor. Otherwise, put a ship here. So they're going to raid from here. So they're going to send these guys out. I'm going to get a bombardment and a bombardment interception on them. So I'm going to roll, just destroy everything here. I'm going to roll 2, and 6s will kill. So I'm not feeling very hopeful for this, but let's hope it works. No kills for me, and then they're going to roll 4 dice, and they're going to steal a gold on 5s and 6s. And they steal 2 gold, so 1, 5, 1, 6. Okay, so that's all done. So they're happy about that. I'm not, but they are. Moving on, next I'm going to go ahead and do Swedish frigates arrive. We're going to go ahead and put this into the, well, actually, hold on, before I do, let me think. Yeah, no, we're going to do that. And that's going to spawn these 2 yellow ships, and we're going to put them right there. Now, these guys will give me 2 extra dice. They do not do anything else except for patrol this 1 zone. They give me extra shots. That's all they do. And they can also betray me. Hopefully they don't. Speaking of betray me, we are now in, we're in the winter. We're now in the winter, so now we're going to have mod res breaks out. They have to play this card now. This is what I was trying to manipulate the AI to do. So hold on, let me double check, make sure I played the correct number of cards. I played 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 6. So I played 2. No, we're in the fall. Yeah, we're in the fall. Okay, all right. So we are in the fall. I just played my Swedish frigates arrive, so they go here. So now the Automa is going to draw a card, because I've only discarded 2. And then I played that card. Okay, yeah. Again, I'm trying to keep track of it. I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to have a sour victory if I have a victory, or a sad loss if I have a loss. By that I mean sad because I didn't follow the rules correctly. So the Automa is going to go ahead and go. They're going to check. They're going to not have 5 Corsairs, so they're going to draw a card, and the card they draw is Moroccan Corsairs Raid. So whenever they play one of these cards with a raid, we are going to discard to perform a raid or build. So they're going to check the raid or build. They got more than we got, so they're going to send them out because they have 3. They have at least 3, and they do outnumber our boats. So they're going to send them out. We're going to shoot with 4 Swedish dice and 2 US dice. Then we're going to try to take them out. Six is kill. The Swedes have knocked out 1. Thank you, thank you. Oh, actually, so I was 4. No, yes, 4 and 3. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. All right, and then we're going to roll 3 for them. See how many gold they steal. They will steal 1 gold. So they're at 4 out of their 12. Now, there are ways I can make them give me gold back, but those ways are very specific cards. Very specific card, I should say. Okay, so that's all done. Now we're in the winter. So now the Automa will have to do that card, which is what I want. Okay, so knowing that they'll have to do that card, what I want to do is I want to discard a card. I need to hold on to the General Eaton attacks Benghazi because that's one of my... Oh, actually, no, I can discard that one. Yeah. I'm going to discard that one face down, and I'm going to build a gunboat, preparing for some future stuff. And now the Automa is going to go, and they are going to play Murad Res Breaks Out. So they're going to play that. This card goes out of the game when they play it, and they're going to try to break out. Now, because I have somebody patrolling here, I'm going to get to roll 2 dice to try to intercept them. Actually, let me read this card fully so you can know what I'm talking about. It says, move 2 Tripolian Corsairs from the harbor of Gibraltar to the harbor of Tripoli. Any American frigates in the naval patrol zone of Gibraltar may first make an interception roll. So that's what we're doing. So we are going to shoot at them. 6 is kill. Hey, we got 1 kill. Perfect. That feels good. There we go. All done. So that is it for the round. We are now in the 1802. I need to draw 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice. This is good. This is good. These are some good cards here. All right. So, I think I'm going to get rid of Tribute Paid. Tribute Paid is a nice card in some regards, but it forces me to give them gold. I don't want to do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So I have 8. So I'm going to go ahead and do Congress Authorizes Action. Congress Authorizes Action is going to allow me to add 2 boats to the next year. That means I'm going to get this many boats next year, which is going to be huge for me. A huge power spike for me, but I got to survive this year. So I'm all done. Now we're over to the Automa. The Automa, they're going to do the 5 Corsair check. They don't have any. They don't have enough, so they're going to flip a card. This one says, Troops to Tripoli. Place 2 Tripolian infantry in the city of Tripoli. And I think that card they just played. Yeah, troops to Tripoli play immediately is what the back of the rulebook says. So they're going to add 2 troops here. So now it's going to be even harder to take that over later when I do need to do that. So that's done. Now we're over to the summer. So for the summer, I am going to do... I kind of want to build my last thing, but also don't want to waste my cards here. So I'm going to discard Send in Marines, which allows me to do some stuff when there's assault on Tripoli. And I'm going to build my last gunboat. I just kind of want to see what the Automa is going to do, and then I'll start moving my boats around afterwards. Next, we're going to do our stuff. They're going to check, and now they're going to do Tusini Corsairs raid, pirate raid with all Corsairs from the harbor of Tunis. I said Tusini. Tunis. Oh no, sorry, Tusinian. So they're going to do a pirate raid from Tunis. There are no pirates from Tunis, so they're going to pirate raid where they have. Sorry, they're going to do a raid or build. So they have at least 3 Corsairs. and they have more than us, so they're gonna go out. And I kind of want them taking risks. Like I need them to take risks. It's risky because I need to hit on 6s, but it means that I can possibly whittle the numbers down and waste some of their actions. Oh yes, 2 kills. That's nice. 2 kills. And now we got 2 rolls for them. Ah, boo. They got 2 gold. I don't like that. All right, they're halfway there. This is not good. That's not good. The halfway point is a lot of pressure on the US player for sure. All right, over into the fall. So, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Oh, man. I can't really do anything, can I? I got a lot of cards that aren't doing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and do naval movement. And I'm going to move my boats out. We are going to make sure that we lock that area. Well, this area is locked down now because they're not going to send more stuff out. So I'm just going to go do some fighting. I'm going to send my boats here. And we're going to do a bombardment. So there's a few different types of battles. There's naval battles, which is water and water. And there's bombardment. Naval battles never happen in the patrol zone unless there's a specific card that says otherwise. They will always happen in the harbor. When you're in the harbor, naval battles are boats versus boats, and then bombardments are boats versus people on the ground, and then land invasion, land battle is squares or cubes versus cubes. I don't have any cubes yet. I have not formed an army yet, but I'm doing a bombardment because I'm sending my naval ships against the cubes over here, and a bombardment. Actually, I'm gonna split this up. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit more efficient. I'm gonna hope it's gonna be efficient. What's gonna happen is that because there's no naval battle here, I'm gonna get a free shot off of everybody here, and I kill on 6s. So I shoot them, they do not shoot back. So in this case, I'm rolling 2, 4, 5, and I kill on 6s, no 6s, so no kill. And then over here, I'm rolling 4, and I kill on 6s, and I got a kill. All right. And then what's going to happen afterwards, after a bombardment, a naval battle, or anything else for the US side, we're going to send all of our boats back over to Malta to be repaired and retooled or refueled and all that fun stuff. And then I have to basically send them out from Malta to other places and stuff. So that's how that works. All right, that was my turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so back over to the Automa. The Automa, they're going to do none of these. They're going to draw a card. This one says, U.S. supplies run low. Move 1 American frigate from the naval patrol zone to the harbor Malta. And it says that they'll play this card. If there are exactly 2 American frigates in the naval patrol zone of Tripoli, play immediately. Otherwise, discard and perform a raid or build. There's only 1 there. So, yep, not 2. So they're discarding that, and they're going to do a raid or build. They cannot raid because they don't have enough Corsairs. So they're going to build. And that's it. All right, we're over to the winter. We're making time. We're making good time. So I am going to do naval movements again. And I'm going to move my boats. I'm going to move this one here. This one here. I'm going to move... put this one here too. And I'll put this... Well, I just want to spread them out to kind of get ready for them to get these allies riled up and ready to go. So I think spreading out a little bit is a good move. So that's what we want to do. All right, that was my last turn here. For the Automa, they're going to draw. And they're going to do Morocco declares war. Place 3 Moroccan Corsairs in the harbor of Tangier. So the harbor of Tangier. Wow, the one I didn't put anybody in the patrol zone. That sucks. So they have now 1 active ally. And we're at the end of winter. So now we're going to go over into the next year. I got to draw 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My max hand limit is 8, so I got to discard 2. So, Hey. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to those. I think I can get away with not having this one right now. So early deployment, I'm discarding that. And I need to hold on to the General Eaton attacks Denair. I need to hold on to the daring Stephen Decantor. Launching Intrepid I need to hold on to. So I need to... Pebble Boys take aim. I can probably get away with not having that in my hand. So I'm gonna drop that one. It's a nice card. It allows me to get 3 dice rolls instead of 2. So whenever I do an interception, right? Oh, it's a naval battle. Oh, okay. Well, it's still pretty good, but okay. All right, so now we're at the top of my turn here. I'm going to go ahead and just get this over with. We're going to do a show of force. A show of force means that I move 3 American frigates to the harbor of an active ally, and then I just send those boats back home. So boom, and then these guys go back home. We don't fight or anything, so I guess I just chill there. Return all the Corsairs from the harbor to the supply. That's it. So they just chill there. Show of force. It's like, hey, get out of here. So that's done. Over to the Automa. The Automa, they're gonna draw. So the Philadelphia runs aground. I don't like that. Playable if there's at least 1 American frigate in the naval patrol zone in Tripoli. There is. Let me see, when do they play this? The Philadelphia runs aground. If there is a frigate in the naval patrol zone of Tripoli, play immediately. Otherwise, add to the end of the event card line and draw another card. So they're gonna roll. Do I have? I cannot make that better, but they do have. Oh man, shoot! Sorry, I forgot about the happy hunting. Man, every time. So they should have done happy hunting, and they should have gotten another ship. So this actually might have changed some of the dice rolls earlier, but we're gonna go ahead and do it now. I'll give them 4 dice rolls, 5 dice rolls, sure. So we're gonna roll 3 because of this, and possibly get more gold, and then we're gonna roll 2 more because of my delay on this, because they should have played these cards earlier. 2, 3. I swear, every time I always forget about those. And then they're also gonna be able to get advantage on the roll in a second. So they get 1 extra gold. Okay, all right, that was me catching up from earlier, making mistakes here. And then over here, it says playable if Philadelphia runs aground is the active event card this turn. Roll 2 dice instead of 1 and choose the preferred result. And they're going to go for the highest possible they can. So they're going to roll 2, keep 1. Ugh, they're going to keep the 6. Dang. And the 6 is frigate captured. Take an American frigate as sunk and place 1 Tripolian frigate in the harbor. So they're going to kill this and put this there. And there's no way for me to get that. This is out of the game forever, which is sad. So they stole one of my boats. They stole it. Wow, I can't believe that. Can't believe that. They captured it. Those jerks. Well, that makes my victory condition a lot harder here. Guess I gotta punch some people in the face, huh? All right, well, I'm not happy about that. So now... U.S. signals books overboard. When did they do that? 1805 and 1806. Okay, so we're good. All right, so back over to my turn. I'm going to go ahead and do Constantinople demands tribute. We're going to take 2 coins from them. I'm mad at that. This boat does not go out for raids, only the Corsairs. This is just here for the big battle, if there's a big battle. And also prevents one of my victory conditions, because I need to make sure they don't have any frigates here. Which sucks, because they could possibly have 2 now. They stole 1. All right, so now we're over to the Automa's turn. They're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. They only have 4 Corsairs, so they're going to draw. And, oh wait, yeah. And this one is pirate raids with all Corsairs in the harbor of Algiers. So none, there's not enough. So instead we're going to discard that, and they're going to raid from here. They do have, for raid and build, they have at least 3 Corsairs, yes. And they have more Corsairs than American and Swedish frigates in the corresponding naval patrol zone, yes. Then they raid from that harbor. So they're going to send it out from here. So I have 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to roll that. 6 is kill, and I get no kills. Sad. Oh, did I have any, hold on. No. Okay, well, that's odd. All right, so that's done. Now the Automa is going to roll 4, and they're going to steal gold, possibly. 5s and 6s, they get 2 gold, so they get the 2 that I just took back from them. I'm trying to keep them at bay, y'all. I'm trying my hardest. These dice aren't dicing in my favor. Okay, so that is it. So now we're over into the fall. I think I need to do this now. So we're going to do Launch the Intrepid, and we're going to do the Daring Stephen Decantor. decanter. And we're going to launch the Intrepid. It says roll 1 die and get a result. So basically I can sink their frigate. I was trying to say this for later, but I have to use it now because otherwise it's going to get worse. I mean, they're going to get another frigate here, but I'm not happy about that. 3. All right, so I take the better result. 1 Tripolian Corsair sunk. Well, that's my one chance to get that victory condition. So that victory condition is now dead to me, the one I was holding on to. So that sucks. So now I got to do a good old-fashioned battle. So we're going to try to build as many ships as we can, huh? Okay. So that was my turn. Over to the Automa. They don't have enough boats. They're going to flip. Moroccan Corsairs raid. They don't have enough. They're going to build instead. Over to me for our winter final. Did I play too many cards? No, wait. I was behind a round. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 cards left. I had 8. So I've played 4 already. Oh, no. One of my turns I played 2. That's why. Okay. Yeah, one of my turns I played 2. I feel like I need to move my boats. Let's see. Can I attack Tripoli? Can I attack Tripoli early? Can I do a naval battle in Tripoli is what I'm trying to wonder. If the American player is moving frigates to bombard a Tripolian city or engage a Tripolian or allied fleet in a harbor, any gunboats in Malta may join. For details on naval combat, see the naval combat section. If American active events assault in Tripoli, see the assault on Tripoli. Naval combat occurs when the American ships move into a harbor containing enemy ships. There are 2 exceptions: the harbor of Gibraltar and Tripoli. Harbor of Gibraltar. Or if the American active event is a show of force. American gunboats from Malta may join the battle in a harbor. Naval combat also occurs if the Tripolian active card is Tripoli attacks, and there are American frigates in the naval patrol zone. Any Swedish frigates in the patrol zone don't fight back. It doesn't say I can't attack Tripoli early. Additionally, naval combat occurs if the Tripolian active event card is such and such declares war and there are American frigates in the corresponding harbor when the 3 Corsairs are placed. In either of these cases, the American player is not the active player and may not move gunboats to take part in the battle. Okay. It says, for the Tripolians, if the battle is in a harbor of Tripoli, when the American player is announcing first. Okay. So it says, Prebble Boys take aim for this, the guns of Tripoli. Okay, each player rolls their dice. The players allocate the things. Each roll of a 6 does a thing. Sink ships. If a frigate has 1 hit allocated to it, it is damaged and put in the following year. If a frigate has 2 hits allocated to it, it is sunk. Sunk Tripolian frigates are returned to supply, but sunk American frigates are collected by the Tripolian player. And if it is the 4th American frigate sunk, the game ends immediately in Tripolian victory. Oh man, I forgot about that. Okay, well, that's good to know. So yeah, so they got 1 out of that's another win condition for them. Oof, that's rough. All surviving American gunboats and undamaged frigates are moved to Malta. So I don't see anything saying I can't just send my boats into Tripoli and just fight them, because I want to just fight them. I mean, like, I'm not gonna right now, but I mean, could I? Do I have a naval? I do have a naval movement. So if I use naval movement, I can move 4 of these into there. I could even use Thomas Jefferson to just send all of them in there and just fight. Because I don't want them to have a frigate. If they don't have a frigate, then I can actually have a better time doing stuff. So I guess my hang up is, can I just send them into Tripoli? And I think the answer is yes. because Assault on Tripoli is a very specific card. The Assault on Tripoli features unique naval combat followed by ground combat. Unlike normal naval combat, this naval combat is fought until one fleet has been eliminated. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send in. Should I have Thomas Jefferson in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. Thomas Jefferson would mean 7. Sorry, I can move 8 frigates. I feel like naval movement to move 4 is better. So I'm gonna do naval movement to move 4. And I'm gonna move these 2 and these 3. So those gunboats can come with me, and that's 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. We're gonna send 4. All right, we're gonna do naval battle. We're doing a naval battle in Tripoli. We're doing it. We're doing it. You can't stop me. Again, I don't know if this is the rules don't say I can't do this. And how else am I gonna kill that boat? I don't know. All right, so 6 is kill. This is very risky though, because I could lose the game completely if those frigates die on my side. So we're getting just as many shots as they're getting, and they have a card for naval battles, don't they? Playable during a naval battle in the harbor of Tripoli. The Tripolian fleet may roll an additional 12 dice if played during the assault on Tripoli. Only roll the extra dice 1 round. Oh, that's actually terrible. I don't want to do that. Hold on. Playable during a naval battle in a harbor. Each American frigate may roll 3 dice instead of 2. If played on assault on Tripoli, only roll the extra dice 1 round. You know what? I think I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna attack them right now. That's a bad idea. They're gonna get 12 dice. That's crazy. I'd rather save that for the very end when I need to. So instead, we're gonna chicken out. We're sending 1 over there. We're putting 1, 2, and we're leaving that guy over there. So we just played that to move those boats around. I was gonna do a big attack, but I got high. No, sorry. But that just turned out to be not a wise decision. I got 1 more boat I can move. Yeah, sure, I'll move this one in here, and I'll try to soften that up. So we're doing a battle there. So roll 2, 6 is kill. No kills, goes back to Malta. All right, we're done. So that was my turn. I chickened out. I was gonna go for a big fight, but I was like, no, you know what? I didn't realize you kill 4 of my guys, and I'm done for anyway. So we're gonna draw a card for the Automa, and they're gonna do the Algerian Corsairs raid. So they're gonna do a raid from here. If they have more boats, they don't, so they're gonna build instead. So now they're gonna do a raid next time. All right. So now we're in 1804. We got some stuff going on for us. We're gonna draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the last of our cards here. So now we got some stuff going. All right, so we got Burn the Philadelphia's available, which is good. All right, we're gonna. Oh, we got to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got to discard 1 card. We're going to discard Corsairs Confiscated. It's not going to do anything for us. And now we're going to play our first card here. So we have, we can form our army. Let's go and form the army. So Hemed's army is created. Let's go and form that. So we're going to do 1 Marine and 5 Arab infantry. All right, that's done. And now we have the Automa. They're going to go. They have enough for a pirate raid, so they're going to do a pirate raid. So they're going to do a raid. We're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I need to go ahead and play this card for bombardments because I want to slow them down a lot. Oh, Death Orderly. Here it is. Lieutenant Stretz in pursuit. And it says playable when making an interception roll. Each American frigate may roll 3 dice instead of 2. We're going to go ahead and do that. So this card goes out of the game. And we're doing 3, 6, American. It does say American. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're rolling 13 dice. So 3, 6, 9, and then 4 for the Swedes. Okay. So let's see how we do. 2 kills. It's kind of sad. Oh, 3 kills. 1, 2, 3. Hey, came through. All right, 3 kills. And they're going to get to roll 2 to steal gold. And they steal 1 gold. All right, it's getting low here. They got 8 out of the 12 that they need. It's getting very scary. Very scary. Okay, so the Automa, they're going to go. They don't have enough boats here, so they're going to flip a card. And this one's going to be Tunis declares war. So Tunis is going to put 3 boats. Okay. And I have Brigand Supplies Intel. I'm going to play that. Take a card from the discard pile and play it immediately, or add it to my hand. And I'm going to play the card of Show of Force. And we're going to do Show of Force. We're going to move 3 boats. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to bully these guys out of the way. These guys are going to go back home. Okay. So that's done. Sorry, we're in summer. And now we're at the bottom of summer. So now the Automa is going to go. They're going to draw a card. This one's going to be Tripoli acquires Corsairs. Place 2 Tripolian Corsairs in the harbor Tripoli. So they get 2 extra Corsairs. Okay. And over to me, in the top of fall, I'm going to go ahead and do General Eaton attacks Dern. And we're going to send our army. It says move Hamrad's army from Alexandria to Dern. Move up to 3 American frigates to the harbor of Dern. Resolve a battle of Dern. So this is a land battle is going to happen, but before that happens, I can move up to 3 boats. So we're going to do 1, 2, and yeah, show us do 3. We don't need to be over there. We're going to send our gunboats in, and we are going to attack. We're going to get a bombardment first. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to get 9 dice rolled. So all the blue and 1 yellow. And I kill on 6s. So we got 2 kills, that's all we needed. So we got 2 kills. So 1, 2. Thank you, Math Rocks. All right, and we successfully win that one. So we've claimed Dern, and all these boats are gonna go back to Malta. All done. And that is square. So now that we're done with that, we're gonna move to the next turn for the Tripolian player. They're gonna play Constantinople Sends Aid. This is what I missed last time. That really would have changed the game. Playable if Hamrad's army has captured Dern, place 1 Tripolian frigate and 2 Tripolian Corsairs in the harbor of Tripoli. Place 2 Tripolian infantry units in the city of Tripoli. So they basically get 2 Corsairs, 2 infantry, and 1 frigate. Oh, there it is. So this, then this, and this, making it much harder for me to kill that. Okay, so that's kind of made my bed, so I'm gonna sleep in it. All right, so I gotta play 1 more card here. I think I should try to burn the Philadelphia. It helps me a little bit. I don't have anything to move forward. So I can move my boats and try to clear Benghazi, but I think it's fine. So we're gonna do burn the Philadelphia. Playable if there's at least 1 Tripolian frigate in the harbor of Tripoli. Roll 1 die and apply the result. So we get just 1 roll. Oh, so close, a 4. All right, we got a 4. A Tripolian frigate is damaged. Place it in the following year on the turn track. Ah, shoot, and I played it last. So they're gonna get it back immediately. That sucks. I should have played that much earlier. All right, well, that was my turn. Over to the Tripoli folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6, so they're gonna go ahead and do a raid. I don't have anything to react, do I? No, I do not. Okay, so they have U.S. signal books overboard. U.S. signal books overboard. They will play that card. Playable on the first Tripolian raid in 1805. We're not there yet. Or 1806. So they're not going to do that. Books overboard. So they're going to do a raid 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm going to get 10. Okay. And kill on 6s. I get no 6s. And then they're going to raid with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this could be game. Oh no, this could be game. Oh, shoot. They claim 1. Okay. It's getting scary. All right. 1805, they get their boat back. So sad I did that the way I did it. So now that we're done with that, we're going to shuffle our discard. And we're going to draw 6. And this is where it's getting extremely scary because they still have the ability to get 2 gold from me from the Swedes. And I'm hopeful, very hopeful I can get something to counter that. If not, then I need to rush to the end of this game because we are going to be very sad. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, man, I got some useless cards. Shoot. Dang. 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 All right, well, heck. I do have the ability to attack Benghazi, and I can also do the assault on Tripoli. So I guess not all is lost. But like, this is not good. This is not good. All right. So I need all hands on deck. So I need to discard 1, 2, 3. I need to discard 2 cards. So the Treaty of Peace and Amity, I feel like that card is dead. I can't do that anymore. I feel like that's a lost cause because I need to kill both of these frigates. I mean, like, these are all clear, which is good, but I need to have there are no Tripoli frigates in the harbor Tripoli. I could just send my boats in just to fight here, but if I lose 3 of them, then that's game over. Because I need to, if they claim 4 of my boats, then the game's over immediately anyway. So I could just send my boats in and try to like take out their frigates, but I need to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Corsairs, and then that's 2 damage for each of those. So I need 10 hits. No, sorry, 8 hits. I need 8 hits, and I've been rolling like garbage this entire time. So attacking Benghazi and assault on Tripoli, those will get me a victory condition for sure. So that's a victory condition. Now, if I try to boost that, playable at the start of land battle, select 1 Marine unit, and they roll 3 dice instead of 1 on each round of combat. That could be nice to boost the land invasion. Playable at the start of land battle, all Marine infantry units roll on or hit on 5s and 6s. That's actually really good too. Playable if Assault on Tripoli is the active event card, place 3 Marine infantry units in the city of Tripoli. That's also really good. I feel like the game's telling me to go for the Assault on Tripoli. Like, I got to. I got Benghazi. I got everything I need. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can keep 2 more cards. So this card is dead. Tribute paid, I think, is a dead card, but also so is Confiscated Corsairs. Confiscated Corsairs is a dead card for sure. It's a waste of a card right now. So I think I'm going to hold on to Tribute paid. I don't think I want to do anything with it, but I'm going to hold on to it. So here's my 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's my 8 cards. And I'm going to go ahead and do the General Eaton attacks Benghazi, because there's no need for me to wait. I need to hurry up and get to my win condition. So we're going to attack Benghazi. We're going to send in the military, and I can move up to 3 American frigates to the harbor of Benghazi, resolve the Battle of Benghazi. So I think I'm just going to take the Battle of Benghazi just straight up. This is a land battle. So this is a Mercenaries Desert. Playable at the start of the land battle before the battle starts. Roll 1 die for each Arab infantry unit. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, hold on. Shoot. So they're going to play that if I let it go to a land battle. But I can send in 2 ships. Okay, fine. I can send up to 3, right? Yeah, we're sending 1, 2, 3. And we're going to take our gunboats and send them with them. And yeah, we're just gonna shoot at him. I mean, I need him to die. I need him to not play his card. They're gonna be able to play his card anyway next time, but I'd rather them play it next time when our last battle than to play it now, because I don't want my army to be more weak than they need to be. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9. I need to knock out 1 with 9. May the dice forever roll in my favor. Watch I get like 20 hits. Oh, no hits at all? Come on, game. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Oh man, what are the chances? All right, well, that's sad. So, because of that, they are going to play Mercenaries Desert. So playable at the start of the land battle. Before the battle starts, roll 1 die for each Arab infantry unit. For each 6, they return that unit to the supply. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. Okay, that's rude. All right, so they send 1 back. All right, and now we go into a straight up fight. So I could play a battle card. I think I want to save my land battle card for the last fight, because the last fight I'm going to need every card I can get. So now we go into a straight up fight, cube versus cube, and I roll 1 die for every cube, and then the enemy's going to roll 1 die for their cube, so it's a straight up roll versus roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I roll 5 dice. I need a 6. Is it 5 or 6 to kill, or 6? Let me check. I think 6 is kill. It's a land battle, and this is going to go on forever until the end of the fight. Ground combat. The American player may bombard. Players announce if they're playing any cards. Allocate hits to troops. If the American forces in the city have been eliminated, the Tripolian player wins the game. If both forces eliminated, the Tripolian player wins. If not, repeat steps 3 and 4. So the question is, do I want to play a card before we start rolling? I bombard before there's any battle cards played. Okay, so that's good to know. Playable if assault on Tripoli, no. Playable at the start of land battle, all Marines get 5, or hit on 5s and 6s. Shoot. Yeah, I think I need to save all these. I'm not playing any battle cards. All right, we're rolling. We're rolling. Actually, I want to see who did what. So let me do. This is the enemy. These are the allied Arabs who are helping us out, and this is me, the Marine. Nothing for the first round. Nothing for the second round. It's just 1 guy, but that 1 guy can be deadly. Nothing again. This is nerve-wracking. Still nothing? Man, okay. I might need to retire you guys. Finally a hit. Okay, cool. We took him out. Whew. Thank you, Arab allies. Man, this is eventually going to happen. Okay, all right. So we do take over Benghazi. So we do get Benghazi. We claimed it. Woo! That was stressful. So that was General Eaton attacks Benghazi. So now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So now we're over to the Tripolian player. The Tripolian player, they are, they can't do this yet. So they're going to do the raid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are going to raid. Oh man, they could possibly win the game right now. Okay, I need my boats to boat. Boats, I need you to boat. I need you to boat. Do I have anything to help them? I have nothing to help them. I have land battle cards. That's all I have. All right. Well, this is where it comes down to. So 6 plus 4. So I'm rolling 10 dice. Where are the rest of my dice? Oh, found them. So this is 6. Then 4. Come on, Lady Luck. 1 kill. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but you know, I'll take it. We take whatever we get. So they're gonna roll 5. They need 3. They got 2. Oh no. I got 1 gold before the game's over. I don't like this. I don't like this. All right. Assault on Tripoli. Assault on Tripoli. We're doing it. Oh, I can't. I gotta wait until the fall. No. Oh, this sucks. Playable on fall of 1805 or later. Shoot. Bro. This is nasty. All right. We're doing naval movement. We're gonna do naval movements. We are moving in 4 boats. We need every die that we can get. So that's 4, right? We had 3 there to begin with. Yeah, because we rolled 10, so this is 4. All right. Do not pass. Do not pass go. Do not collect money. Okay. So now the Automa is gonna go, and they are going to, let's see. They're gonna just do a pirate raid. And I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I got 18 dice I'm rolling. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If I can't kill 5 with 18 dice rolls, I don't know what to tell you guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I need 18. I don't want to roll their dice because I don't want to risk it. So I roll 2 more dice at the end of this. So let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so 18. So I roll 2 more. I need 5 hits. The Automa can still win in a very cheesy way I don't want to talk about. I don't want to jinx it. That's 3 hits. Okay. 3 hits. And I got 2 more to roll. Oh. It's okay. All right. That's not quite what I wanted, but it's, you know what? We got 4 of them. Okay. They're rolling 1 die. 5 or 6 will win it. Whew. It's a 4. All right. Game's not over yet. But we're in the fall. We made it. We're in the fall. This is it. This is for the whole kit and caboodle. I have to assault. I have to do an assault on Tripoli. I have to. There's no other thing I can do. I must attack now. If I don't attack now, they're gonna get the Swedish card and I'm gonna lose. Matter of fact, I'm gonna assault on Tripoli. This game's ending one way or the other, but I'm gonna flip this card. Okay, Second Storm. All right. The card where the Swedes go back, that card, they get 2 gold. I just want to make sure that I gave myself ample time to murder and react. So we're going to do Assault on Tripoli, playable in fall of 1805 or later, move all American frigates and gunboats to the harbor of Tripoli, move Hamid's army from Benghazi to Tripoli, and or send in Marines, resolve the Assault on Tripoli. So we're doing Assault on Tripoli. We are going to play Send in the Marines. Playable if Assault on Tripoli is the active event. Place 3 Marine infantry units in the city of Tripoli. So we're putting 3 Marines in there. And then we're also going to be playing Marine Sharpshooters. Playable at the start of oh, we're not at the land battle yet. I'm sorry. We have to wait for the land battle to do that. Yeah, okay, we're done. I could have got greedy and did Harmet's army or Harmet recruits Bedouins, but I didn't want to risk it because, like I said, that card, if that was a Swedish card, I'd have been done. That would have been game. It would have been so Jover for me at that point. Okay, so I'm doing the send in Marines. So I add 3 people. We're sending in this. We're sending all of our army into here. The Swedes are going to hang out here. Gunboats coming in. We're just chaos in here. All right, let's get this some order. So now the way the final battle works is that the ships will take hits, and when they take hits, they will put on their side instead of being sent to the next year. They'll just kind of be put. I'll stand them up to show that they've been hit. The frigates, the Corsairs will take just normal hits, and then the ground invasion. We're not going to talk about that right now. And then I will be able to get a bombardment after the sea battle, assuming that I don't die. So the big climax moment is happening now. The Automa, they are going to play playable during the naval battle of the harbor of Tripoli. In the harbor of Tripoli, the Tripolian fleet may roll an additional 12 dice. If played during the assault on Tripoli, they only do this on the first round. And they have a land battle card that they're going to play here too. So Okay, this is it. This is for the big guns. So they're gonna get 12 dice. I'm running a dice here. So they got 8. I'll use the Swedes. So this is their 12, and they're also gonna get 2, 4, 5. They're gonna get 5 more. So they're gonna get the rest of the Swedish dice and one of mine. And now we're gonna roll for them. They hit on 6s. And I hit on 6s. Oh, that's a lot of 6s. Okay, so they got 1, 2, 3. They got 4 hits. So they got 4 hits. So I will allocate those hits afterwards. We shoot simultaneously. So I'm gonna allocate those later. So they got 4 hits. And then for me, I am shooting. Is it all? Move all American frigates and gunboats. Yeah. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So here's 8. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. All right, so this is 14, and then I got 3 gunboats. So 3 gunboats. And I played the Marine card. I don't have anything else to boost them. Okay. So we're rolling these. 6s kill. Oh, I like a lot. I see a lot of 6s. I like this. Oh, that was a 6. That was a 6. You saw it. It was a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. 5 6s. Yes, that's enough to kill. That kills everybody. All right. So 5 6s will take out their ships because this is 2, 2, 1. So these are all dead. Bye-bye. And they did 4 hits to me, so I need to take 4. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4, because I can still roll 2 dice for that one. So there we go. So here's our survivors. And now that we have our survivors, we're gonna be able to do a bombard, which is gonna be extremely important. So we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yes, 14. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10, 12, 14. So we're rolling 14. Bombard, we kill on 6s. Only 1? All right, whatever, I'll take it. 1 easier. Okay, so that's 1. And now, okay, calm down. And now we're in the final thick of it. So now we get our land battle card. So they are going to play a land battle card. They played this, they played that. They're going to play Mercenaries Desserts. Playable at the start of, oh no, they've already played this. Yeah, they already played this. I just didn't throw it away. Hey, woo! They have no land battle cards. Yeah, they already played that card last time, and they made one of my guys run away. Oh, do they have 2 of them? Hold on. Yeah, no, they already played that. Okay, I just didn't throw it away. Okay, so back over to me. Playable at the start of land battle, select 1 Marine infantry unit to roll 3 dice instead of 1 during each round of combat. And then Marine sharpshooters, playable at the start of a land battle. All Marine infantry units hit on 5s and 6s for each round of combat. And that means that I'm rolling 6 dice. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm rolling 6 blue dice. And the blue dice hit on 5s or 6s. And then I'm rolling 4 for the Arabs. And the enemy, the Tripoli, they're rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're rolling 7. This is 6. And there's 7. So straight up, battle for battle. I need to win all these. 5s and 6s kill on my blue dice. 6s kill on everything else. So there's a 5. There's a 6. So it's 3 kills. This is a Swedish kill, or sorry, Arab kill. And there's nothing else here. So we take out 4. So they're now 4 weaker. 2, 3, 4. All right, and then we do another round of shooting. Okay, looks like we got the rest of it. So kill, 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 and that's it. Victory for the US. Whew. Boy, is that stressful. All right, we did it. We took over Tripoli, and it says victory or death. So we resolved the assault on Tripoli. We got the victory, and yeah, we have successfully won the game. At the earliest possible time, we took out the forces of evil. And by evil, I mean, well, I guess we didn't take ourselves out, but we took out the forces of not as, just a different form of not as good. How about that? All right, that is it. That is it. We won. We got a victory. They were 1 coin away. Again, their next card was going to be Second Storm, and then another Storm, and then where's the Swedish Betray Me card? There it is. Sweden pays tribute. It was way down there. So I had a little bit of time, but again, I don't want to tempt fate here. I didn't see it show up earlier, and I darn sure didn't want to tempt fate there. So that's it. So it looks like we got a victory. We had 1 coin left. They pirated 11. They were so close to winning, and that final battle went in our favor. We had our cards. They lined up. If we had the rest of our cards, we could have done some cool stuff. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. All right, so we're all done. That's it for this one. Looks like in the grand scheme of things, were my 2 incorrect games where I lost 1 and won 1. Looks like I won a game on the correct version of the game. Just barely, by the skin of my teeth there. So that is settled. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset this so I can do my review here. But for all those watching, looks like my strategy worked out. I was originally gonna try to go for a peace treaty, but the fact that they had 2 frigates made it impossible. So I had to go for a big battle, and I went when I went because I needed to, and the Swedes held out. The Swedes held out. Thank you guys for not betraying me. Woo! Because if you betray me, the game's over. And that's it. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.